Valuetainment. Today we have a special episode. I brought in two of my good friends, Kelly Nishimoto from LA, as well as Antonio Centeno from Wisconsin, complete different places. And I brought them in because, you know, I've been struggling with something, and publicly I'm going to admit to this, and it's kind of strange for me to admit to this. My good friend Paul Escarcega, we've been trying to get Paul to go on a date and close and get him to be more fashionable. And I had to find some miracle workers. So rumor on the street is Kelly makes miracles happen, and obviously Antonio makes miracles happen. So Paul, why don't we have you come and join here with us? Paul here, a very handsome, mid-30s, very smart, loves philosophy, loves movies. We're trying to see if we can dress him up in a way where he can go on a date and he can close, and potentially we don't have to wait till I'm 80 years old to go to his wedding one day. Because he says he doesn't want to have a family one day. We'll see if that's going to take place or not. So with that being said, before we get into it,
actually.
you're in your early 20s.
Yeah, so.
You were in your early 20s 16 years ago.
Exactly.
So it's a whole different story.
Exactly.
So look, Kelly.
Yes.
We've known each other now for, 8 years, something like that.
Something like
8
that.
years. And you've been on TV. You had your own show, Something Borrowed, Something New. You got a clothing line, Cute Booty, which is a cult-like type of a following you have going on. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I started my career when I was 13. I got a sewing machine and I just started sewing away, Patrick, and that led me to starting my own line in Miami where I threw my own fashion shows. I'm completely self-taught. And then I moved to LA about 16 years ago, started a runway collection, which then led into the lounge collection, which led into TV, and it's blown up. So I'm blessed, and here I am.
And there's something about your clothing, and I felt the material. It's just incredible the way these Cute Booty pants feel like. Everybody who wears it, if you have ladies, if you haven't had it, you got to go try it on cutebootylounge.com. You should go try it. Okay, Antonio on this side. Great story, former Marine officer, and we've talked about that before quite a lot, extensively, about the lack of perfection with Marine folks, but he was an officer. I was enlisted in the U.S. Army. And he now has 715,000 subscribers on YouTube, the #1 guy for men's style. And the way he teaches, I have to say, you got to be the #1 educator in the way you teach style. So tell us a little about your background.
Well, as you mentioned, I'm a former Marine, I'm a father, I'm a husband. I live in a small town in Wisconsin, and I use the science of style to make fashion relevant to men, because I know most guys are kind of confused by it. We maybe don't see it as important. So I really try to hit an emotional chord, show guys how they can use style to get what they want out of life. So I use my biology background, and I talk about how...
Biology background?
Biology background. So I take my
like
undergrad...
mitosis, meiosis type of thing? Or
little bit about evolutionary biology,
okay.
And how we compete for mates, how actually when you dress a certain way, you can invoke certain feelings and of trust, of competence. And when a guy understands that there's science, that there is actually a lot of history behind this, all of a sudden he feels more confident. When he goes to wear a flower in his lapel, he realizes, oh, there were soldiers in World War I that did this, and so I can have the confidence. Doesn't make me less of a man to wear a flower. It actually is something that's very masculine.
so you guys couldn't be, more polar opposites than you got the pink hair, you don't. You're very, put together from the ladies' perspective, from a man's perspective. So we're really curious to know, do you really want to take up this challenge of making a miracle happen today with Paul? Are you confident you can pull this off?
Oh, yeah, first of all, he's tall, which is always easier to dress a tall person, am I right? There's
Yeah.
less alterations that have to take place, so that's #1, that's great. Look at him, he's cute, he's got the dimples. He works for you, so obviously he's doing something right.
Yes.
And
he does have the dimples, I just noticed.
I think it's an easy case.
Yeah, I'm looking at his overall build. This is going to be easy. I mean, what we're trying to accomplish sounds like you're taking us to a great store.
Yes.
And this is going to be easy. I think the thing that is just sticking with me though, I mean, you've been wearing her pants. Did she make you?
I love her pants. I listen
Yeah?
secretly. I'm glad you saw this
Yeah.
because we were working out this morning and he had a spandex on and I had his. You were brave for wearing those spandex though, man. I
Thank
haven't
you.
seen
Yeah.
a Marine officer pull it off, but he pulled it off, masculine, walking around, hitting the weights.
We were doing yoga and we were sweating right next
Was
to it.
that not
Yeah.
fascinating
Yes.
at this yoga place? There's a side of Antonio you guys do not know about, but I promise you I'm going to exploit that side on Valuetainment. So it sounds like you guys are both ready. We want to thank also Saks Fifth because we're going to do this project at Saks Fifth off
Fifth.
5th in Dallas on Park Lane, which the entire team, we're looking forward to coming out and see what we can pull off here together. So with that being said, how about we get to work and we start seeing what we're going to do?
Let's do it.
Let's
All
do
right,
it.
let's go
Sounds
do it.
good.
Kelly, how about you go first with Paul? I'm not going to lie to you, I have not slept this entire week thinking about this moment.
You've lost sleep over
I've lost sleep
Over
Paul. It's a
Paul and
concern of
his-
mine. Yeah, it's
his dilemma.
Valuetainment, our followers are messaging about Paul and their concern.
I see you. What's up? I'm good. How are you? Are you
Excited.
ready to shop?
Heck yes.
Okay, so let's talk really quick. I want to know a little bit about your personal style, what you're looking for, like how you want to come across to your date.
Pretty open overall. As long as it fits good and feels good, you know, I'm pretty easy when it comes to that.
Okay, and one last question. When you get dressed, do you dress for women or do you dress for men?
I don't get that. I don't get that.
Just a question. It's part of the process, Paul. Part of the process.
I think ultimately I do dress for both. I mean, I don't want to not please one side. Like I feel it shouldn't be so harsh. So I don't know. I feel like if you dress nice for women, most guys would be like, yeah, that's nice. Yes, yeah. Oh, wait.
Okay, let's go shopping.
Moving
Come on. Moving on.
Moving on.
So the goal for Paul is I want to get him 3 complete outfits that represent kind of 3 parts of what we talked about, what he wants to look like, what he wants to feel like, his ideal style, and I want them to be 3 completely different. I want them to represent him, but I also want them to step outside the box just a little bit. I mean, as you see, Paul's a nice looking guy, he's in his prime, but I want him to be classic with a little bit of a modern edge. Let's face it, women love a little swagger. So you want him to look as if he is a well put together entrepreneur, manly man, but with a little bit of an edge. So let's find your size. Come around this way and let's go find your size. I like the darker denims for you. Oh, I see 38. What is this? It's not, and it's a lighter wash, but no. 30.
You want me to try one on and see if it's even possible?
Let me just
If it's
see.
36, 32. There's a chance. It's stretchy too.
It just says 36. I'm gonna see a length.
It looks
Straight and narrow, Brixton. Okay, let's try it. I mean, what if it's not gonna hurt? Oh, I see 38. Size 13, the largest size in the store, ladies. When I'm shopping for myself, I literally check out, I'm in dreamland, and I'm having the best time of my life. But shopping for a man is a lot different, especially when it's not your man.
So, first of all, that's solid. Purple with the blue. The pants are perfect. Not too tight, not too loose. It's just the perfect. Turn around, give us a good, turn around. Take your hand out of your pocket for a minute. It's concerning.
What do you think about this outfit on him? Real talk. Come on, Paul, come on, outfit. You like the
Show
shoes,
'em.
the color combo?
I like it a lot.
What's this for? First date.
I like it a lot. Where are you going?
We don't know yet. We don't even have the girl yet. We're working it up.
Oh,
We're
I
working out
think
the
you look
details.
good.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Good. I love, love, love this shirt.
I like the shirt too. That looks great under that sweater.
Yeah. And do you know Theory? The brand Theory? It's a great brand. It's been around for years and years. It's been around for like 20 years.
Nice, man. Trust it. Trust it.
Yeah.
That's why you're the guru and I'm schmuck.
I am not the guru and you are not the schmuck. Okay, maybe I am the guru, but you're definitely not the schmuck. $359.29. That is a lot. It's almost $150 under budget. That's because I'm the head. You know what I'm trying to say.
Impressive. That's impressive. You got it. I mean, listen, I respect that, Kelly. So, here you go, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
Kelly, you ready?
I'm ready.
Apparently, you're ready to present the product, Paul, to the rest of
yeah,
us.
I'm proud of my work. You know,
Okay.
this is actually the first man I've ever styled.
Really?
Officially, you know, you style the
man,
menu,
man, yeah.
My man. But yeah, this is the first person I was hired to style. I think I did a great job. I basically dressed him like if I were going on a date with him, what I would like to see him walk into the restaurant or pick me up in.
Are you ready to present the product?
I'm ready to present the product. My only problem, Pat, is we have some great outfit choices. I'm really worried about the car. Can he borrow your car to pick up the date, or I mean that could be a deal
Have you
breaker.
seen his other
It could
car?
be a deal
like
breaker,
the
Pat.
other
It's a
car
deal.
with all the dents in
I
the
can't.
car. Like I'm worried if I give him the car, it comes back with 3 dents in it.
It's a work car.
I think he should just Uber to the date.
I think that's safer.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we should just get a nice Uber. That should be a better idea.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to risk the car with you, Paulie.
I came under budget, so I think we can use the additional $150 for your Uber.
That's right.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's right. We can do that. We can do that. So, Paul, you want to show us what you got? Come on here, Paul. Voila. So,
I work off of color and vibrations, not to sound like the kooky lady with pink
Like how it
hair,
feels.
but I love colors and mixed textures and patterns. I wanted to keep it really simple. I don't like when
Okay.
men overdress, and we have to be a little more realistic because it's a date, and we're in Dallas, so the weather's still a little warmer, so you can get away with a sweater at nighttime. I don't want to over layer him. He is a bigger guy.
you think guys do that a lot, like way too much layering? So like a
Some
typical
people,
MO for men?
It's a typical TV trick to over layer because it looks good. It looks good on camera. It looks, it's a polished look. It's what the magazines are showing. But realistically, when you go to a restaurant, you're not going to wear 5 layers. You're a man. You're big. You're going to be hot as crap. You're going to start taking off these layers. You're going to be itching. You're going to be uncomfortable. You've got the scarf with the thing, with the tank top, with the shirt, with the overlayer, with the button up, with the vest. It's too much. Paul's a simple man. I wanted to keep him within the realms of what he would be comfortable
Simple
in.
man.
No, simply dressed. A complex mind,
You're simply
a messy
the best.
car, and a simple dresser.
Then still leave the
Can we make sure no one ever sees the car?
Absolutely.
Really, like off limits.
Yeah.
Ladies, you're not going to see his car. Can we put a B-roll footage of his car in the
No.
video?
Oh my gosh.
There's no B-roll.
Oh my gosh. Okay, back to me
no B-roll
and my
footage.
outfit choices.
Look, it's a functional car. It gets me to point A to B. I don't
Good.
drive.
Okay.
Patrick, I really had a hard time deciding between this outfit and then the outfit with the leopard Giuseppe Zanotti's.
He liked that one a lot.
The acid wash
he
jeans.
liked that one a lot.
I think that one was pretty genius.
But I like the fact that you didn't let him close you on wanting to keep that outfit. Because he wanted that to be the outfit to present today.
I mean, I feel like you wanted him to choose that outfit so you could borrow the shoes.
The shoes
It's
were fun. I
honest,
would definitely
real
sport
talk,
those
real
shoes
talk,
all day long.
yeah.
It would stay here. Can we? Do you mind if we show the picture with the Giuseppe's of Paul, a complete
No,
different
I think
perspective?
it's a great.
Mario, why don't we show Paulie with the just? This is what Paulie
Sounds
looked
good.
like with the Giuseppe's. So Kelly, I got a question for you.
Yes.
So first of all, Paul, do you feel good right now? Is
I
there
feel
something
great.
like
I feel great.
I noticed the way you were walking today? We had to keep you away from the other side of the headquarters,
Oh,
flirting
yeah,
with the
yeah.
girls because it was like too much
Yeah,
confidence.
he walked in with an entirely different attitude.
I saw that.
He's a little taller. You didn't slouch.
Grew a couple inches.
The colors look really good on you. I love the color combo. We're still utilizing color, but without going overboard. You are a manly man. You've got the black hair. You've got the really nice skin tones. I think these jewel tones complement that without being too much. Like I don't look at you and think, oh wow, he's wearing way too much color. It just fits you. The pants are nice.
you.
Paul's got a great butt, by the way, ladies. Very nice derriere.
Mommy and Daddy, whatever you did, Chris. Good
So it
stuff.
was important to find a nice fitting pair of pants that wasn't too loose and wasn't too tight on his thighs, because I know men have that problem a lot of times. And I really wanted to bring in a more fun aspect and a casual
Yes.
aspect with the Chuck Taylors. And I hope you did wear your socks, see?
You go, Polly.
You can't be too serious when you're dressed. Fashion is not brain science. We're not performing any medical miracles here. So you have to have a little bit of fun in with your outfit.
I got a
Otherwise,
question
you're just
for you.
boring.
I got a
Yes.
question for you. Do you think you dressing him from the point of view of a woman is different than a man dressing him from the point of view of a man? Would you say
Absolutely.
that? So what is the
Absolutely.
difference in your opinion?
The difference in my opinion is, okay, well, I'm dressing him the way I would want to see my date walk in. And it's also two different things. If I were dressing him for a magazine shoot or for, say, a red carpet event, or we're attending some type of event, not a gala, obviously that would be a suit, I would have taken a different approach. But because it's a first date, you want to present yourself as serious but also fun, colorful but also grounded. You know, clothes say a lot about a man, and you want to keep it polished, but you don't want to overdo it. You want to have some type of, you want your date to feel relaxed. So if you're overdressed or you're over buttoned up or over suited, I feel like although it's a great look for business or some occasions, for a first date you want to really be inviting.
Sounds good. Well, we like it. Holly, why don't you now go with our friend here, Antonio, and see if he can make a miracle happen with you in a completely different outfit. I like this one. I'm curious to know what he has prepared for the rest of us.
I'm excited.
So excellent. Very cool.
We are going to be taking Paul's level of style up an entire notch. So I've had this challenge presented me from the guys over at Valuetainment, and they want me to work with Paul to basically look at what he's bringing to the table and help him figure out how to set the best first impression. Now, this is ideally for a date. Could be something he's just going to go meet friends at a bar, but this isn't going to be something I'm not looking to put together a suit, more casual wear, something that he can send the signal, he's got style, he knows he wants to send the right signal, but at the same time, we got to stay within a $500 budget. So you ready to make it happen? Let's go do it. Paul.
Antonio, good to see you again.
Good to see you. All right, man, you ready to make this happen?
Let's do it.
All right, what we're gonna focus in on, really, it's gonna be the shirt, it's gonna be the pants, but it's the shoes that we're gonna start for. We're gonna build this entire outfit around the shoes. All right, so when we're starting off with shoes, I mean, this is one of the foundation of a man's wardrobe is his footwear. Normally, I would say you wanna spend most of your money on a suit jacket, but that's gonna be for interviews. That's gonna be for when you're building your base wardrobe. At this point, you're looking for first impressions. You're going out on a date. Most men aren't going to be wearing a suit out on a first date. Right. We also are in Dallas, Texas, so we got to pay attention to the weather. Absolutely. It's hot. It's sometimes occasionally gets a little bit humid here, but above all, it's hot. And so, like I said, we're going to go back and choose a shirt, but we want to choose, this is something that you can wear shoes with a lot of character, but we want to make sure we get the right level of formality. I'm gonna go over what I can see with Paul is we've got a good, well-built chest. His shoulders right here, he's got square shoulders, just slightly, not too bad. I think we measured about 20 inches across in the shoulder area. Go ahead and put your arms down. He's got a little bit longer arms, so what I'm guessing right here is that you have trouble fitting clothing right in this area. And that's going to be a trouble, a hot spot. So whenever we're looking for shirts, anything, we want to make sure it fits in this area. We may find something that we like the look, we like the color. It's perfect, except it doesn't fit. And that is as much as we like it, we can't buy it. So Paul, what you're going to want to look for is identify not just what you like in colors, but also the brands that fit you well here, because you're going to want to stick and become brand loyal. Because if a brand fits you here, it's going to be something you can go online and purchase other things from.
Right,
okay.
That makes sense.
So we ready?
This is, I think, a great outfit for a lot of guys. Definitely I know, how do you feel about this?
Feel good.
I don't know about this. This is going to be interesting.
Let's go try something else.
Do it.
Here's Polly.
All right.
Y'all ready?
Yes.
Yeah, let's check out.
It's going to be $497.88.
$497.
You stretched the whole thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
Everything's interchangeable
Look
too.
at
So.
this. I guess the question I would have for you is, do you feel better yourself with confidence by knowing that what you're wearing is a match and you look good?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, you know, it's obviously, it's always nice to hear compliments. Everybody likes that, but also I think just understanding some of the logic sometimes, you know, you can get crazy with your mind and you just don't know because you don't have experience. But hearing other people give advice and then kind of tailor it to you, and understanding the principles, I think, is critical. So
Thank you everyone for shopping with Saks Off Fifth in Dallas.
Okay, so I'm not sure if you can top that, because the way Paul came in here, he kind of controlled the room. But you know, when he walked in with this, man, this is some nice stuff here. So why don't you tell us what you were thinking when you got this outfit for Paul?
So the first thing I do when I look at a man is I look at, okay, how is he built and what can I do with his existing body? This is something most men can't change overnight. So I looked at his shoulders, I looked at his chest build. I'm like, this is his strength. This is what we've got to focus and emphasize. He's got height. We talked about that at the beginning.
Sure.
But you know, be able to build up those shoulders, build up that chest. That's always going to make a man look more masculine, look more strong. So focus in on his strengths. So that was our emphasis with the outfit.
So what you're saying is, you know, for the ladies out there, he's well built, is what you're saying, just like a
Yeah, I mean, definitely he is a man. If you want to pass on good genetic traits to your children, look at this guy.
All right.
Solid
Survival
endorsement
fittest.
from Antonio. So you got 2 endorsements so far. So
Strong
why
DNA.
don't you show us the product? Come on in, Paul. Woo! Lucky, Paulie.
So the jacket, I want to say that the jacket, I think most men, they say, maybe I'm not a jacket wearing kind of guy. Well, do they really? They thought about it, what it does for you. Builds up the shoulders, builds up the chest, actually makes the hands look stronger, bigger, more masculine. If you go back to evolutionary biology, I mean, it was something that mates were chosen based off the size and the strength of the hand. So instantly,
That's what you mean by
they look
evolutionary
here.
biology.
Exactly. The color here mimics also his hair, focuses us on the face. He's got a good brow line, good, you know, when I look at his jaw, everything here is emphasized with the bit of color. We've got the V shape that is being built. Now, the pants right here, I have to admit, I'm not necessarily a slim, you know, kind of pant guy, but he loved them. He gravitated towards them. He wears them with confidence. So in this particular case, and the color right
Called
here,
an audible.
yeah, he's this guy right here. He owns this look. So me, I probably wouldn't. I would have gone with something a little bit looser. But for him, it worked, and we were able. You could interchange any of this. So with everything I choose, I'm always thinking interchangeable wardrobe. I want a guy to be able to buy investment pieces so he could bring in regular blue jeans, a dark denim and indigo. He could drop the jacket and all of a sudden he would still have a good look if it got a little bit hot. Now the shoes, we went with a very neutral gray, something that's going to be fun, casual, a bit of texture on them. We looked at some other ones out there. There was a blue pair that you loved, which you actually bought.
He ended up buying, yeah.
On his own dime. And
both
you know,
both of you guys like those shoes.
yeah, but I think that we still got some of the texture right here. The other ones were suede. This right here with a little bit of, you know, right in there. But overall, I feel that this is a look that he'll be able to pull off if he wants to dress it down. He could even wear a black or a navy blue type of jacket with this and dress it up even a little bit higher. So,
How do you feel, Paul?
I feel excellent. I definitely love trying out the different things, and just I love hearing both different sides of the coin. Different ways to approach it, but very, very informative.
What would you say you learned from Kelly that you didn't know? What'd you learn from him that you didn't know?
From Kelly, it's just watching kind of her process. It was kind of a this is this, and I could see her processing things, but she would try things out and then do kind of like a process elimination. So she wasn't afraid to just grab something and then no, that wasn't good. No, that wasn't good. So there was just a natural kind of filtering process that she would do, and then she ultimately created these outfits and was making 5 different outfits. And then Antonio has a very logical and step process, and so it feeds on both sides of my brain, which I liked, and very informative in terms of just some of the actual like technical things. That again, that I like to know sometimes some of the whys, just because I process things that way well also. So
you, two different
ways, but I thought
yeah.
they both work with me because I'm both sides of the coin.
So let me tell you what I thought. I was prepared because mentally I'm thinking, you know, here's real men, real style. He knows how to get people to wear suits, and Kelly Nishimoto, cute booty, something borrowed, something new. I was expecting you to come out with Kelly in a wedding dress. That's what I was expecting. And I was expecting you to come out in a full-on suit with Antonio, and Antonio challenged me to think bigger and more creative yesterday at Saks, which was a challenge, and I'm willing to work on that, just so you know that.
All right.
But I am very impressed, man, both of you guys, on what you've done. So can we get price points? So $500 was a budget for each.
Yeah.
What was your budget at the end by the time you guys were done? What did this cost us?
Well, we did actually grab in another pair of pants, so that put us at $497. But minus that extra pair of pants, we were just over $400.
So 400. With this outfit is $400.
Yeah.
And Kelly, how about your outfit?
We came in at about $359, which is kind of funny because I'm usually an over budget person, so I was really surprised when we got to the register. I think what really kind of brought the price point down a little bit was a good pair of Converse. That's always a great affordable shoe that looks great for most everyone. So that brought it down a little bit. And then the Calvin Klein shirt happened to be on a super sale, so that really afforded us to get underwear, undershirts, and a belt, which he'll show you later.
Lock and loaded.
I'm locked and loaded.
That's the idea. That's the idea. Our hopes right now. Now we're very hopeful. I personally appreciate you guys being willing to take up the challenge of doing the impossible, because this is a miracle for us to know that now Paul is walking around thinking he's like a combination of.
It's not complete though.
It's not done yet. We got to close the deal,
Yeah.
and so to close the deal, here's what we need to do. Okay, here's what we need to do. One, we need you to vote on the bottom here, whether you're watching this on the website, patrickbaydavid.com, or if you're watching this on YouTube. Comment on the bottom if you like Antonio's outfit. Let's put the picture up, which is this one here, on what Paul looks like. And if you like Kelly's outfit that he got for Paul, which is right here, you're looking at the image of it. If you like Kelly, type in Kelly. If you like Antonio, type in Antonio. And then we'll see which one is the better outfit. And Paul, I kind of want to put you on the spotlight if you don't mind. And this is my first. I rarely put you on the spotlight, so this is my first time I'm doing this.
Never have.
I am willing to do this, and you got to say yes or no if you're open to it. If you're not open, you got to tell the public you're not open to it. I think it's a good idea if we give your phone number out.
Okay.
And if they want to text you, if anybody has any questions or anything, they can text you.
Okay.
Okay. And we just want to tell you not to do any kind of sexting at this point. Let's first start off with just a basic message. If this specimen here, 6'1", 215, incredible body fat, great strong bone density. He talked about the possibility of great family, shoulders, prominent chest. Kelly said incredible butt, size 12.5 shoes. I mean, I don't know where else to go with this. This is if we were working at Kentucky Derby with horses, I mean, you want to be able to sell the horse. I can sell this horse if you were a stallion. I'm just saying it, but we're not in that business, right?
I can sell this horse.
So I'm not a stallion. I'm not an agent. I'm an insurance guy. I'm a Valuetainment guy, entrepreneur guy. So, but we want you to text Paul. Let me put the number up here. His number is, Paul, again, hang tight, 214-600-7084. 214-600-7084. I am so curious to know about the response you're going to get. We're going to judge a lot of this success based on the amount of contacts you're going to get. He's based in Dallas, Texas, willing to get an Uber, okay? And I'm willing to get him to drive either the Ferrari or the i8 to one of the dates upon approval.
And
We'll do that
let's
upon
just make
approval.
it very clear that he is a man seeking a woman.
Yes, he is. Yeah, that's been clarified
Thank you.
already.
Okay, just make
Thank you.
It was doubted at one point, but it's been clarified at one point. Nothing wrong with that, but we're clear at this point. And so, I mean, I don't know what other way to sell it. You guys got any final thoughts before we finish this off?
Well, I want to compliment Antonio. I love this jacket. I love that you chose that for him. It's something that can be dressed up or dressed down. I think that's a great piece for a man to have in their closet.
And Kelly, with your outfit, I love that you actually went with one of his favorite colors, purple, and you were able to bring that in, make it look very strong and masculine.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But just so in the behind scenes, I had to separate him because there was a fight going on this morning. Absolute fight. It was screaming, shouting. We don't even need to use that B-roll because it was terrible. Things being thrown around, all this other stuff. Kelly wanted to dye his hair pink, and
Fashion.
there was a lot of this stuff
You
going
simply
on.
had
But
put only one coffee out there. That was the issue. Like,
Oh, I won that battle. Like, don't mess with
we
the girl
gave
and
you
her coffee.
we gave you wine, we gave you beer, we have the keg, we have the 88 wine bottle dispenser. We gave you options. Last night we had some extracurricular activities here that we won't get into. Bring the shirts. We got some gifts for you. We got some gifts for you here, and we'll take these pictures afterwards. So Kelly, since you are Miss Pink, okay, we have an I Am an Entrepreneur pink shirt for you.
Love it.
And buddy, since you served the military, Marines,
All right.
we are appreciative of your service. We got you a Marine color I Am an Entrepreneur shirt.
Thank you.
For you to sport. Thank you guys for taking time to come out. Let's get that last pillow here. Gang, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. You can subscribe on the bottom. Again, comment if you vote for him, Antonio on the bottom. If you vote Kelly, Kelly on the bottom. And you can follow Antonio on Real Men, Real Style on YouTube. And I'm telling you, we've been following his content for quite some time. And it was purely accidental when we followed you, I think a year ago or something like that. And then about 2 months ago or 3 months ago, you commented on one of the videos we had.
I've been stalking you.
You've been stalking
the channel for a
so
while.
stalking is mutual here. So
Yeah,
it's a mutual stalking type of a relationship. And then Kelly and I, we got over the stalking part 8 years ago. We became friends. And so here you can go to Real Men Real Style on YouTube. All the content are there with Kelly. I suggest you go to kellynishimoto.com. And from there, if you want to purchase her pants that he didn't want to wear because he prefers spandex, but if you want to try her pants, I suggest you go to Kelly Nishimoto. You can go to cutebootylounge.com and purchase the pants. You will fall in love with them. Who knows? Maybe we may even collaborate in the future and do some other things. I know a lot of you guys would love to hear. You constantly talk about style. So what if we bring, Antonio does something on a monthly basis or something we do in the future? We don't know yet. We'll talk. We'll figure it out based on the response we get with this. And then Kelly for the lady entrepreneurs. She's got a lot of things to talk about with entrepreneurship for the woman. Maybe we can do something there as well. So with that being said, thank you so much, everybody, for watching this episode. Thank you, gang, for coming out. Paul, thank you for your courage. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.